Welcome back to CBS Sports HQ, where it's a final in Nashville, Florida. Victorious over Tennessee, 86-77. The Gators' 5th SEC tournament title and their first since 2014. On the line in this one as well, a 1 seed from our bracketologist Jerry Palm. So for the Gators, all likelihood a 1 seed also for the first time since 2014. What a finish and what a conference that we've seen so far from the Southeastern Conference this season. Hey there, folks. I'm Tommy Tran with BJ Taylor to break down the SEC championship from Nashville. And what stood out to you about this Gators victory over the Vols today, BJ?
The different ways that the Florida Gators can win is absolutely sensational. I mean, yesterday in their semifinal win over the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tommy, they put up a SEC tournament record, 104 points. They come back today. They do run up 86 against one of the better defenses in the SEC and the Tennessee Volunteers. But if you watch this game, this was a grinded out battle, all right? This was not a free-flowing get up and down, play free like they did yesterday, space the floor, let's get up, let's run, let's get downhill attack. That was not the way this game was played. This was much more of a stylistic, grinded out, half-court style of game. And Florida was up for the challenge. I mean, again, Walter Clayton Jr., absolutely incredible. He is playing like the best point guard in college basketball this time of year. 22 points today. Will Richard, Elijah Martin, Alex Condon, all in double figures. You take into account that Alex Condon really manned the paint today. He was able to eliminate that Tennessee front court. That is really where Tennessee came up short. Igor Milicic, 4 points, only 1 rebound for the big fella. This is a guy that's been giving them about 10 and 7 all season long. That's just not good enough for Rick Barnes' group. And then Felix Akpar, his running mate in the front court, 6 points, 5 boards. So if you're Tennessee moving forward, they have got to get better production from those front court players. No, they don't need Hakeem Olajuwon. They don't need Nikola Jokic down there leading the way, running the show. But they do need to get production to go alongside of Chaz Lanier, Zakai Ziegler, and Jordan Gainey, who's been playing really, really well as of late. But today is all about the Florida Gators. Congratulations to them being the SEC champs of the conference tournament in a historic year for the SEC. That's just an amazing accomplishment for Todd Golden's group.
Yep, 6 teams now have at least 30 wins this season in men's Division I basketball. It's Duke, Drake, Houston, St. John's, UC San Diego, and Todd Golden's Florida Gators here. Where would they, look, we're talking about Jerry Palm now, having them elevate to a 1 seed. What's it going to take for them to play like a 1 seed in the tournament, BJ?
They just got to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, Florida's, the difference in their team from last year to this year is their defensive effort. They have the ability to put together 3 stops in a row, and what we call in the basketball community, we call it a kill. Some coaches call it a turkey. They're putting together 3 stops at a time, which allows them to get out and run, play in transition because they're getting that ball off the rim. Secondly, they're getting on the offensive glass. All right, 15 old boards today for the Florida Gators. That led to a shot differential of about 13 shots. All right, Tommy? If I shoot 13 more shots than you in a basketball game, more than likely I'm going to win the game. Florida has figured out, look, if we play complementary defense to go along with an electric offense like we have, they know that they can win each and every game. Now, the question for Florida is this. They've ran off 3 straight wins here in the conference tournament now to be the SEC champs. It takes 6 wins to win an NCAA title. That'd be 9 straight wins for the Florida Gators, right? You don't want to lose. You don't want to be where Auburn's at, where you've lost 3 of your last 4, but winning 9 and 10 straight games to end your season is an absolute challenge. One of these days, Florida is going to be off, and that's where they're going to have to really lean on that defensive effort, because whether it's the first round, second round, or they get to the second weekend, one of those days they're not going to shoot the ball as well from the outside, and they're going to have to make sure they're stout defensively, but no one in college basketball is playing better than the Florida basketball Gators.
It's interesting you put that up there, because whether it's Florida, Tennessee, Bama, Auburn, we know how great the SEC's been this year, but they've been so good. Have they been too good? You've been in rock fights and street fights and fist fights, and now you got to get to the tournament. You're all beat up.
Yeah, well, look, all the SEC teams have gone through this gauntlet, right? I mean, I think we're seeing that a little bit with Auburn now, starting to catch up with them. They've been so good all season long with those 16 quad 1 wins. It starts to look a little bit like Bruce Pearl's group is running out of gas, especially some of their guys off the bench. But if you're the Gators, the one thing you know is that you've been through the fire, all right? You've gone through the toughest league in college basketball, and you are truly playing some of your best basketball this time of year. The only other teams that are playing in the same realm as the Florida Gators right now are the Houston Cougars and the St. John's
Johnnies, yep.
St. John's Johnnies, right? Rick Pitino's group. That's it. Those are the only 2 teams playing as well as them. Cooper Flagg and Duke won that ACC tournament last night. That's awesome. But Cooper Flagg didn't play. All right, so Duke and Auburn both have their own separate challenges that they're dealing with right now. But when you look at Florida, you look at St. John's, and you look at Houston, those are the three teams right now that have kind of separated themselves in terms of playing really, really good basketball this time of year.
Our research team has a great note on Florida. 5-1 against Auburn, Tennessee, and Alabama. No other team has more than 3 against that particular trio. Again, congratulations to the Florida Gators winning the SEC tournament title and in all likelihood a 1 seed going into the NCAA tournament.